We have all had this exact experience. You go into YouTube and decide to watch a specific video that might be important to you, or just something that might seem interesting. You click the video and an ad pops up. Download Warpath and start your civilization and expand and destroy your enemy in real-time combat with great mechanics. I have 50 million power. You decide to download the game to check it out, since it sounds like something cool that you want to try out. But instead you get hot and fresh garbage. It's sad, since the closest to real-time strategy is Clash of Clans. And now you want a game that will fill the hole in your heart. Well, my friend, you've come to the right place. Cossacks is a series of games, 3 to be exact, that do what mobile game ads try to make us think what their game are about. The games were made by a company from Ukraine named Game World. You might have even heard or played some of their games or game. The game I'm talking about is Stalker. I'll probably do a video similar to this in the future about the game, and since they are coming out with Stalker 2, I might review that one too. Anyways, today we'll be talking about the first Cossacks game, and for the next episode I'll talk about the third game. I won't play or review the second one, because it honestly sucks, at least from what I have heard. My dad also agrees. He introduced me to these legendary games since I was little. So Dad, if you're watching this, thank you for showing me good stuff and not letting my brain rot like a Roblox kid. As I was saying, I'm gonna be talking about Cossacks European Wars, aka Cossacks 1. Before I start, I wanna inform you that I'm playing the Back to War expansion of the game. The game can be set on a randomized map or one that you have created, which is very cool. You can select your country to any of these that are displayed on your screen right now, and then you can either randomize the bot countries or choose them. Unfortunately, you can't play Back to War online anymore, but still fun to play with bots cause the AI is very good, unlike other games. Before I start talking about the strategies and what you have to do, I have to explain that based on the country Before I start talking about strategies and what you have to do, I have to explain that based on what country you have chosen, your strengths. Before I start talking about strategies and what you have to do, I have to explain that based on which country you have chosen, your strengths and weaknesses change. For example, in Ukraine, the peasant cannot be captured. Ukraine also has the fastest horses in the game. They have the second best musketeers in the game. Wow, there's a lot of advantages for Ukraine. I mean, the game was made in Ukraine, so it makes sense that they want to make their country strong, but then another country that has some advantages is France, with its fancy boats and specialized musketeers. But if you want the best results on island maps, you should go with Venice. I can't say every country's speciality or difference for the video, since it will be too long, so here's every country if you want to read it. Are you done? Anyways, what is the first thing we need to destroy the other countries? That's right, an army. And how are we gonna obtain that army? First, you have to make 100 peasants and distribute them accordingly across the 6 most important materials: wood, stone, food, coal, and iron. Make farms for foods for more peasants. 2 to 3 mines for each material like coal, gold, and iron. Upgrade the shit out of them and stuff more peasants inside. Fun fact, each mine hole has a unique texture so you know what mine it is. Make an academy and upgrade the fuck out of everything with the materials you have gathered. Build barracks. How many? Do 5, since it's easier to calculate how many troops you gonna need or have. Also makes training faster. Then select some peasants and make houses. You might be asking how many? Well, there's no limit, so go ham with it. More houses equal more peasants equals more materials, and more materials equals more troops. Now you might be asking me, what is the best troop in my opinion? Best unit in my opinion is the Ukrainian gun person. These motherfuckers are strong as fuck. They are quite expensive in a fight though, since they use coal as their gunpowder. Another amazing troop is the fast horsemen. These crackheads go fast as fuck. They're cheap and they can be mass produced by the cheap barracks. The cheap barracks are barracks that can produce units in a very quick rate, but the troops are not as powerful as the stable units. For island maps, it's always the French people with their fancy boats or the Venice people. Honestly, the Venice people's boats are some of the scariest things you can ever encounter. I wish I was lying to you that there is no strategy in this game and it's just automatic everything. But hell no, this game is hard as fuck. This is where men are separated from children. Are you using artillery or not? If you're using the artillery in this game, you're either a kid trying to win by being annoying as fuck, or a child that tries to protect his base. There is no in between. Are you attacking corner or middle? Are you gay or queer? You can do the simplest strategy, which is to just make as many soldiers as possible, put them in a line in front of your base as a defense, while you're baking some strong and fast horsemen to attack one of the enemies. Which on normal difficulty works if you're fast and consistent enough. There are a lot of strategies you can use, of course, like divide and conquer, full push, full defense, kaboom, the game is $3, so I think it's totally worth getting. And I'm not saying that it is a good idea to get it, I'm saying that you should get it. No, must get it. Now, I could sit here and talk about every single strategy for every single country and every unit and how to win every game. But I won't do that because I play the game to have fun. And mostly because you can't play online anymore, so what's the point of knowing every single strategy and what the fuck. Just one more tip. When playing on islands, bring peasants to the other islands to make temporary military camps there, to make more men instead of transporting like 100 per boat and ultimately lose them because the enemy is a little bit. I'm not gonna ask you for subscribers since I'm not a beggar. Cossacks 3 will probably be the next game on the Cossacks trilogy I'll talk about. Anyways, have an awesome day and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe.
Sempre quella, sempre bella. Ciao amore, saluti, auguri. Andiamo, questa è la vera serata italiana. Ehi adesso, forza maestro, tutti insieme, brasiliani, italiani, auguri!